Alrighty. Hello there. For those of you that are new here, welcome. Those of you who are not, welcome back. Whoa! Okay, that was sudden. Oh my god. Okay, let's just... Okay. Is that good? Are we good with that? Wow, that actually scared me. Oh my god. I was not expecting that. I might have booed a little bit. I don't know. Anyway, so hello there. For those of you that are new here, welcome. Those of you who are not, welcome back. My name is Brandon, and today we're doing Farming Simulator 2019. So here's the deal. I technically have like 194 hours in this game, with a couple of caveats. Most of that was back in like when the game first dropped. I played it a whole bunch on the easiest difficulty, just kind of having fun. And then I didn't play for like a year, and then I played again back in maybe 2021 or so. And I played on a realistic difficulty for just a little while. It's been a long time, haven't played it at all recently. So here's what we're gonna do today. I'm calling this episode 0, because what we're going to do is we're going to go to the tutorials, and we're going to play through the 6 tutorials. That way, I get a good refresher, and this should be hopefully a short stream that y'all can check out if you just want to know what you're getting into with the streams and all that stuff. And hopefully, I'll have time later today to come back and do episode 1 later today, where we will actually start our farm. I might start the farm today and then just call it there, just so you guys can kind of see what that's going to be like. But I don't know, maybe not. What I do know is, since we're on that topic, when we're... 2023. So that was a couple years ago. Yeah, I've got this save game here. Should I just delete that? No. We're gonna be save game 3. Why? I don't really know. Here's the deal. What we're going to do... Oh. Should we do this? I kind of want to... Here's the deal. I kind of want to start from scratch. I think we're going to do this. We're going to do this one. Starting from scratch. Your starting capital is very limited, and you don't own any land or equipment yet. The economy is tough. Prices are low. Gameplay elements are on the more realistic setting. Most realistic setting. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do this on start from scratch. We've got 2 areas. Felsbrunn and Ravenport. I guess Ravenport's American and Felsbrunn is like not. So we're going to do the American one, Ravenport. Because I live in America. Yeah, we're going to start from scratch. We're not going to do this today. Ravenport, and then we'll get into all that stuff later. But, okay, that's just your guys' little sneak peek as to what the actual series is going to be on. For today, we're just doing these. Starting off with arable farming, learn the basics of the game and how to effectively work your land. Wonderful. Now, if I remember correctly, you have an actual farm that you own, but then there's also other farms around where you can pick up contracts working those farms for those farmers. Like, they might need help, harvesting and delivering it. They might need help fertilizing it. They might need help spreading pesticides, spraying it, stuff like that. So. Pigs can eat nearly everything. Corn, wheat, barley, sunflowers, and a bunch of other stuff. Horses need hay, water, and oat to be happy. Wonderful. New trees just don't prop up by themselves. They kind of do. They need to be planted with a special planting machine. The shop can provide you with seedling pallets. It's pretty cool. I kind of want to get into forestry a little bit. I've never done that before in this game. Not really. Oop. I just wanted to see... Can I see that? What was the second? Yeah. Canola, sunflower, soybeans, potatoes, and sugar beet. So pigs can eat nearly everything. All right. Tutorial. In today's lesson, you'll learn about arable farming. To produce crops, there are 3 mandatory steps. 1 is cultivating, 2 is sowing, 3 is harvesting. Let's start with cultivating. I think this is like where you plow it. Cultivating aerates the ground before you start sowing your crops. You'll need a tractor and a cultivator for this task. Sowing is when you plant them. First look around the area and then move up to the tractor. WASD is control player movement. I've never seen SWDA before. That is cursed. And then I look around with the mouse. Ah, yes. Wow, that sensitivity is really low. Okay, I guess it kind of works for this kind of game, really. I can run with shift. I crouch with control, which I never really like, but it's okay. Here's your tractor. Tractors are required to pull tippers and tools. Hop in. E to enter vehicle. Okay, no, that's just, I'm sorry, that's just too low. I'm not able to access the, okay. I guess I don't need to be able to change the stuff. All right. WASD to steer, accelerate, and decelerate. First, you need to attack the weight and the cultivator. Slowly drive to the small black weight in front of you and attach it to your tractor. Then move backwards towards the cultivator and attach it to the back of your tractor. The extra weight will counterbalance the heavy weight at the back. Okay. Oh, I need to make one small adjustment real quick. Okay. All right, so I'm going to drive forwards. Q. Nope. That's why I was. Okay, sure. I was trying to drive forward. I was worried it would pick up the cultivator first. Since you have two tools attached, you can switch between them to operate them individually. The schematic view of the tractor in the top left displays the tool that's currently active. Select the cultivator at the back and lower it into the soil, then drive up and down the field as straight as you can. So G is switch tool selection, X is to fold or unfold, V is to raise or lower. Okay, GXV. So now I'm doing the weight, so I can lower the weight. Okay, cool. And I can lift the weight. Okay, so now X is still fold cultivator even when I have the weight selected. Maybe X doesn't do anything for the weight, so it just stays on it anyways. It doesn't seem to do a whole lot for the cultivator either. It makes it a couple inches narrower, I guess. I don't know why you'd want to add in moving parts like that. Just for... Okay. Anyways. Alright, so... Let's see. Yeah, that's about as... Can I change perspective? Oh, wait, no, whoa. Okay, there's cruise control. Right, okay, so 3 is activate cruise control. 1 and 2 is to change the speed. That scared me a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. Is there a way to make it like manual transmission, or is it just automatic only? C, select camera. Oh, perfect, there we go. Do I want to be in first person for this one? I'm kind of liking being in first person for American Truck Simulator, which, by the way, if you're wondering, there is going to be more of that coming soon. I've been playing the game just a teeny tiny bit on my own while I've been sick. Just kind of grinding. I have leveled up, but I didn't apply the points or anything so that y'all could still be there for that. So, okay, I'm just gonna start going. Should I lower it here to make sure I don't miss anything? Is it gonna? Okay, so this doesn't turn that into farmland. Okay. Oh, I can zoom out. Wonderful. All right. I wonder, do I need to do tram lines for this, where I do 3-point turns, or can I just do big U-turns? All right, so I'm going to raise that up. And if I turn it all the way over, am I able to... Oh, it wasn't super straight, was it? Will this turn? No. Let's just do it the proper way. No use taking shortcuts. Okay. Oh wait, do I have like a marker I can fold out? Not really. I don't see one. Okay. Usually there's a little marker that folds out on the side that like scratches up the ground at the edge of where you've cultivated. I guess that's mainly for sewing instruments though, or sewing instruments. That's for because sow and sow are both used in like farming stuff. I always kind of forget which is which sometimes. Oh, my progress bar is almost full, but I've barely begun. This is very satisfying. It's a very small field though. If I lowered that down in real life back there, I would rip up all that grass and stuff where I don't want to. Doesn't look like it's quite... Whoa, that scared me. Oh my god. I did not expect this game to have so many jump scares in it. Jesus. The music just comes out of nowhere. Okay. Yep. Manly. Grr. Okay. Tutorial. Cultivating has loosened the soil, making it well prepared for sowing. You'll need a tractor and a sowing machine for this task. Make sure to fill the sowing machine with seeds. E is enter vehicle. Q is... Yes, I know that already. I did that. I did this. Kinda. Ooh, and a John Deere now. Ooh, fancy. Alright, first fill the sowing machine with the seed pallet next to it. Then turn it on so it can plant seeds. Finally, lower it into the soil. Once this is all done, drive up the field again and sow some canola seeds. Alright, so G and V are the same. B is to turn it on or off. R is to refill it. Okay, so I bet we have to press R. Oh, we can press... Okay, so it's toggle. So we're going to start refilling it. As you see, it gets more full. Okay, that was 1,000. Alright, cool. I can open the cover. Oh, that's cool. Very cool. Alright. Sorry, I just got distracted. It's so cool. Oh, yeah. Ridge marker. That's what I was referring to. It marks the edges so you know exactly where you've gone. Wait. That extends really far past, though. What? Why is that so... Why is that so far over? That's not... That wouldn't work, would it? What the... Okay, maybe I just don't understand what that's for. Because if that's marking the edge of where I've done, there's going to be all this empty space that doesn't get... Huh? Okay. You know what? Am I supposed to center my tractor on that ridge marker? I don't know. Let's try it out. I don't know. Okay. X fold. Oh, I don't want to fold. Unfold. And you just put the ridge marker down. Okay. Great. We're doing fantastic. We're off to a fantastic start. I can lower the sower, but I don't have to turn it on yet. And then when it's like here, I guess, now I'll turn it on. Alright, yeah, I've got that little marker there, which is good. Wow, this thing's almost overpowered for this machine. Alright. There we go. I was like, I think I now have to do the other ridge marker because I'm turning around. It was funny because I've got a lot of time driving tractors and trucks with trailers on the back of them and all that. So I know how to do it, but I always Like, then I see people who have never done it before, and I'm like, wow, how do you not know how to do it? But then I know that people who actually do it professionally and not just part-time like me, oh yeah, I can just put that in the middle then. Okay, that is useful. And then they probably look at me doing it and they're like, wow, this guy's completely incompetent, you know? So, just something to think about. Even though there's probably always people who are worse than you at something, there's also always people who are better than you at that same thing. Did I just press the wrong button? I did. Let's back up a little bit. Probably shouldn't do that in real life, should you? Just back up with the sewer down. Am I doing the thing? I am doing the thing. Great. Alright, and now, is it easier for me to just do a wide turn here like this? I think so. Also, since this is episode 0, I'm not using a webcam, but for the actual one, I might. Okay. Alright, so that's lowered. And then, now we can turn it on. Oh my god, why is the cruise control so high? No! Oh my god, the cruise control's so high! Oh my gosh, it's okay. We're planting some areas we've already done. But it's fine. I was experimenting with something new and it didn't completely work out. That one's not very straight, is it? It is not. Whoa! Just jackknifed really hard. Wow. That was very sudden. Okay, let's try and fix this line here. All right. There we go. Okay. All right. Cool. I think at the end there we were, if the game had let us finish that line, we would have straightened it out pretty well. Very nice. All right. Field of canola. Fun fact, canola apparently used to be called rapeseed or just rape. And now it's called canola because that's not a good name for an agricultural product. But yeah. So canola oil, or they used to call it oilseed rape or rapeseed oil, stuff like that. And I don't know why, but that is definitely a very valid PR change. Tutorial. After some time has passed, a field is ready to be harvested. In Career, look in the map menu to see if any fields are ready to be harvested. You need a combine harvester and header for this task. The combine harvester harvests the grain and separates it from the stems. Then the grain can be sold. By the way, these things are absolutely insane to me. I still don't... I have asked, like, local farmers and stuff that my family works with for different stuff, like, just how they work. I don't... It's insane. I know it's got, like, filters and it, like, sorts based on the size of the different... It's crazy. It's so cool how it'll just mow this and then keep the stuff that you want. It'll keep it up in here in this big, you'll see it unfolds like a big bucket thing at the top. And then everything you don't want just gets dumped out right here. So it can be like plowed back into the field as basically as like fertilizer. You know? It's a huge header. Oh my god. All right. First, the combine must be unfolded, then you can turn it on. This way the cutter is lowered automatically. You can also raise and lower it manually, but remember to keep it low for harvesting. So G, X, and V are all the same. B is the same. Cool. All right, so unfold harvester. Yeah, that's the bucket thing at the top. That's where all of the... whatever you harvest is going to end up in that receptacle up there, basically. Oh. What? Wait, you can... Oh god, did I just mess it up? How do you... Oh, no. Oh, God. There should just be a button where it resets it. You know what? I think it's fine. All right. Pipe out. Wait, no, there's no... I'm not working with a... Oh, there is a trailer. Cool. Lower. We're gonna... Do we want to... Yeah, we'll just leave the... So, like this, it's gonna leave it in a big, just thick trail behind me. Hi, Cassie. Welcome to the stream. Everybody, please welcome the wonderful Miss Cassie Nova. With this thing up, basically, it leaves it as a thick, like, pile behind me. And if I lower it, it spreads it out really thinly. In real world, it's so that, like I said earlier, you can then plow the dead stalks back into the ground, and it's essentially crappy but free fertilizer. Okay. Now if I turn this on, is it lowered right now? It is lowered. Okay, so I think I messed it up when I did whatever I did with this thing. So I'm going to lower that down a bit. I think I messed with it when I accidentally moved my mouse because I didn't even know you could do that. Anyways, that's enough farting around. Let's get started. So I'm gonna show both of the options you can have for lowering your back thing. See, this one spreads it out, and it just makes it like a little fine mist. Hit this button. Oh. I can't do a straw swath for canola? Interesting. Okay, never mind. I can't show you with this. I guess it's only for like wheat and barley and stuff. And oats. How's work going today, Miss Cassie? How you doing? Yeah, I don't need to dump it into the trailer just yet. Basically, that's what the pipe thing is for. You can dump it into the trailer whenever you need to. Oh, that wasn't a good start. See how there's that little bit of like dust that's been added to the soil though? Like this is brown over here and then it's like beige over here. Yeah. Oh, it wants me to... Okay. I'm just going to finish this pass though game because... Okay, this combine harvester does not fill this quickly, by the way. That is... that would be either lucrative or awful if it filled up based on just that little amount of field. It would mean it's either got a really small storage tank or you have an extremely high yield from your field. Also with the game, it's kind of nice. As long as the pipe is over the trailer, it will fill the trailer in appropriately. But in real life, if you just leave the pipe right here and you don't move, it will fill in at this back corner and then overflow. So you have to kind of move along with the trailer as you fill it, or you get an even fill. I accidentally slept through my alarm, so I'm currently late, lol. That's not good news. I'm sorry to hear that. Great. Get out of the combine and get into the tractor in front of the tipper. Okay. Nope, not that one. Alright, and then... just kind of detaching everything. Alright, the flashing icon on your map shows you where to unload the tipper. Drive over there and empty the grain into your silos. Okay. Is there a cover? Perfect. So weird not having manual gear change though, I will admit. I've actually never driven an automatic tractor that I can think of. Well, we do have a little tiny baby Kubota that is automatic. But it is a little tiny baby with this little teeny tiny baby backhoe. I don't think we've ever hooked up a trailer to it or anything. Alright. Now I can start dumping it. Not entirely certain why the cover came off. Oh, does it need to with this one? I thought it was like a hinge at the back. I didn't think the whole back came off. Excellent. The grain will keep well in your silos. There's a limited capacity you can store in them. You will be able to expand them later in the game. Once you're ready to sell your harvest, you can take your grain out of your silos and deliver them to one of the various selling stations in the world to make some money. Hooray. Great work. And you're prepared to turn your land into a thriving farm. Okay. So arable farming is complete. That took us 20 minutes. So let's try and do these next ones a little bit quicker. I'll try and yap a little bit less. Tutorial. After sowing your crop, you'll see weeds start growing at the same time as the crop. If you leave it this way, the weeds will reduce the yield of your crop. You can remove these weeds by using a weeder or a sprayer. Once the plants have sprouted, you can remove weeds by using a weeder in the early growth stages. Be careful that they don't grow too tall. Get in the tractor and attach the weight in the weeder. I've driven sprayers before. I don't think I've ever driven a weeder. Ooh. This is... How does it not hurt the... How does it... Okay. Attach that weight. Oh, it's got the nice narrow wheels. Okay, good. Because there's no tram lines, so... I'm guessing I just have to try to run over as few of the crops as I can. Yeah, GXV. Same stuff. Oh, that's fancy. Whoa. Honestly, it's probably cheaper than a sprayer, though, because you don't have to buy the frickin' weed killer. What's it called? Not pesticide. Not insecticide. What in the world is the word for the weed spray stuff? Alright, now we're gonna lower the weeder. Lower the wiener. Now back out so I can... I do not have a marker. Hopefully I'll be able to tell though. Just by looking at it, yeah, I can see all the weeds are just gone. So yeah, in real world, my tractor would be trampling these crops though. Typically there's thin little lines that are just not seeded when you sow the fields. Jesus. Sorry, we do more stuff with livestock than harvesting crops and all that. Oh, I can just turn around though. I don't have to do a 3-point turn or nothing. Nice. But these narrow wheels kind of help just decrease the amounts that you are hurting when you drive on them, rather than the normal thick tires. See how narrow these ones are? That's why these tractors have narrow tires. They run over less of the crops when they're doing this kind of stuff. Or you can set up your seeders so that they don't seed exactly where your tires go every, other time that you plant or whatever it is. However wide your, excuse me, depends on how wide your planter is and how wide your sprayer is and all that stuff. So if you have to make, 4 passes with the seeder for every 1 pass that you have to make with the sprayer, then every 4 passes with the seeder, there will be 1 line that's got no seeds planted where your wheels are going to go as you're working the sprayer and all that. I see that I've lost a viewer. I assume it's Miss Nova. Unfortunately, it seems as she is running late for work, as she'll be able to fold in the right half of the weeder, but this is fine. She was unfortunately running late for work. Great. Which is not great, but the fact that we finished the tutorial for that one is. So hopefully she's able to return later on in the day, but if not, no problem. Okay. So I'm spraying fertilizer, I think it said. I wasn't paying too much attention because I was too busy yapping. This looks like it's a sprayer of some sort, obviously, but... That doesn't tell me anything. Weed. Wait. Oh, okay. So weeds are at 100%. Fertilizes at 0%. Okay, so it looks like it's got weeds in it. Maybe this is wildflower. This is not canola, is it? Canola does not look like this. Okay. Oh, it's wheat. Why? I planted. Okay. Anyways, sorry, I'm having so much confusion. All right, herbicide. That's not fertilizer. Is herbicide fertilizer? I'm out of my depth here. Ah. Oh my god. Okay, so I can back up a little bit because this thing is so wide. I'm gonna have to make it's not as wide as the field though, is it? So I'm still gonna have to make 2 passes. I can get almost the entire field in 1 pass though, which is nice. Typically, whatever your weeder is and your sprayer, you want them to be the same width, that you can use the same lines as you're going. Does this one need to be lowered for me to? I don't think so. It's working out pretty well. It's a beautiful game. I love seeing it like. Oh, I was normally you would fold up the sprayer here. I was just hoping since it was a game I can get away with not folding the sprayer. I don't know if it's gonna let me though. Nope, it's hitting. All right, we'll fold it up. No big deal. And then let's set ourselves up on here. It's kind of nice though, because I would have broken something right there. Oh, there's dogs in the game. Okay. That is, I love the frickin' mechanism. I also love the sprayers that are just attached to the back of the tractor and not pulled on like a little separate wagon thing. It's just so much better to me. Not having to pull a whole trailer behind you. If it doesn't let me finish, I'm gonna... Okay, at least it let me finish. Thank God. The weeds have withered and will decompose, allowing your crops to grow faster. Nice. Okay, so that was both a weeder and a sprayer. Okay. I was like, herbicide, that's not fertilizer. Now we're fertilizing. Hopefully, the one thing I want to try to do when I do this playthrough is I want to try to have animals, because I don't do that very often. I haven't done that in this game, really. I mean, obviously, like, my family in real life has cows and apiaries and all that kind of stuff, but, like, if you have farm animals, one of the main benefits is that they're, first of all, you grow them for slaughter and you make money off of that. But then also, see the number one, manure spreader. They poop. Their poop is an amazing fertilizer. So literally, they're saving you a lot of money because fertilizer is very expensive. The most basic way to improve a crop yield is to apply fertilizer. There are many ways you can fertilize your fields using tools like manure spreaders, slurry tanks, and fertilizer spreaders. Manure and slurry come from your cows and pigs. Manufactured fertilizer, solid or liquid, can be bought in the shop. In this lesson, we'll give you access to every type of tool. Get in a tractor, attach the weight, and the tool you want to use. E and Q, same stuff. Oh. Well, which one is which? This is slurry. I know that. This looks like a fertilizer spreader. Yeah, that's fertilizer. Okay. And then that one, this is manure. Okay, got it. I was like, wait, what? Because I know this is slurry. And that, yeah, that's 150% fertilizer. So this has to be the manure. That's some weird looking fertilizer though. Fertilizer is, okay. Anyways. Too much time yapping. I've missed doing this though. Stopped doing this when I went off to college, really. If necessary, make sure to unfold the tool, then turn it on and drive across the field to spread the fertilizer. I have no idea how wide this manure spreader goes because it flings it out from the back. Need to unfold it. Yeah. See, it's gonna fling it out across the field. So maybe that percentage thing was saying what it needed, not what it had. Also, I don't know why I'm spreading fertilizer with the thick wheels, but okay. Going to lower it? No. Turn it on? Yes. Oh wow, that's not nearly as wide as I thought it would be, actually. Alright, here we go. We're just going to get this little bit that we missed here on that first pass because it doesn't spread nearly as widely as I thought it did. Looks like we're not going to be able to do the whole field again because the progress bar is filling up way too fast. It's also very disconcerting not being able to turn the actual wheel with my hands, but just pressing A and D. Because normally I'd turn it with much more of a sense of urgency than the video game drivers seem to do. Alright, there we go. By the way, Cassie, if you need, I think honestly this game's music starting to play would be a great alarm for you because it scares the crap out of me every time it plays. Every time I hear it, I jump. Alright, so oilseed radish is a catch crop. A fast-growing... I actually have no idea what it's talking about now. Oilseed radish is a catch crop, a fast-growing crop you plant before the crop you intend to harvest. Once the radishes have started growing, you need to break and burrow them into the ground with a cultivator. This destroys them, but adds a lot of organic matter and nutrients to the soil. Huh. This is actually really interesting. Okay, I do know what it's talking about. I have heard of this. I've never done it or like heard of anybody personally that I know doing it in real life, but no, super cool. So basically this plant is growing and it's almost like matured. It's starting to finish up, but it's not the plant we actually want to grow. This is basically, earlier when I talked about breaking down the stems into the soil and replowing them into the soil, like the dead stems from the crop that we don't want, that this is the same thing, but it's just much more effective, but it's also much more costly because it's a whole crop that we planted just to be able to plow it into the soil. We're not actually harvesting any of this. Oh, does the game think it reaches over there? It does not. All right, let's just ignore that little patch then. I don't like square fields. I like rectangular fields where your passes are way longer, but you don't have to do as many of them. You know? Oh wait, nope. I hit. I meant to hit raise. I accidentally hit fold. It's not good. All right. Very nice. Like I said, just ignore the little patch over there. We're not worried about it. I didn't do nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh my god, I was not expecting that one to finish up so quickly. Well done. You learned how to increase the yield with organic and manufactured fertilizer and learned about catch crops. In the next lesson, you'll learn how to take good care of your fields. Awesome. 3 out of 6. Soil care. Learn how to give your fields the best soil for growing crops. Yeah, so tutorial number 1 took us about 20 minutes. Then doing 2 and 3 together took us about another 20 minutes. So we're doing all right. Welcome to Soil Care Lesson. In this lesson, you'll learn how to take optimal care of your soil to get the best crop yield. After 3 harvest cycles, your field needs lime. Lime can be bought in pallets from the shop and is spread over the field with a fertilizer. I believe this is mainly if you don't do crop rotations and you don't give your field a rest in between each of your rotations, then you need to add in lime or other chemical kind of solutions, because let's say you grow wheat in the same field 3 times in a row. Wheat uses up a lot of certain nutrients and minerals and vitamins, but it doesn't use up a lot of others. So you need to add in the other stuff that the wheat uses. You need to add back into the soil. But if you rotate it, like if you do, it's a common one, sweet potato, blue corn, and then sugarcane, I think, is a common rotation here in Florida. Yeah. Then you do that. One year you do sugarcane, the next year you do sweet potatoes, and then the next year you do corn, and then the 4th year you rest it. You don't actually plant anything in the field, but you have like livestock graze on it or something. Especially with the livestock grazing, that revitalizes the soil because they've got manure and they poop in the field, and poop in field is good. How wide is this one going to spray? Once again, not as wide as I thought, but it's okay. So this looks like it's after we harvested, and then this is when we spread the lime. All right. Probably too close for, yeah. I'll be adding almost double the amount of lime that the field needs if I'm that close all the time. Well, I should probably just be able to turn around and, yeah, this should be good. Perfect. Tractor's got the perfect turning radius for this spreader. Wonderful. I'm going to have to do another pass, though, because I did miss little bits, especially earlier. Can the tractor do this, though? Oh, my God. What in the world is this? Oh, it's a case. I was like, what am I using right now? This looks like it was a medium tractor. Bum ba da bum bum. Ba-dum, ba-dum. I'm wasting a lot doing it like this, but Normally I would start at the edges and then work my way in. I didn't do that this time. Not normally, but, you know, ideally, I guess. Cool. For some crops, you should also plow after the harvest. Let's take a look. Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. With you leave the stems, plow it back into the soil, bada boom. Assume you just got either Cassie back or somebody else has come. So hello there. Welcome to the stream. After harvesting corn, potatoes, sugarcane, and sugar beet, it's a good idea to plow the field. Yeah. Right then. Tractor, plow, wait, let's go. Cool. Okay. I have no idea which way this is going to go. I'm not going to lie. I guess I can turn it. No? That's for... Yeah. Okay. That's why I was so confused about. Got it. Okay. Y'all, I was... I don't think I've ever seen one in real life that can do that. So I was just sitting there like, why is there a second... Okay. Whoa, not that. Hello there. Yes, I'm back. It's just me. It's not just you. It is you. Welcome back, Cassie. Glad you're here. Glad you were able to make it to work as well, question mark. Let's ignore the little runway we got back there. So it says that it's best to plow after certain harvests, but a lot of times plowing is kind of just the best way to prepare for cultivation anyways. So it's like, yeah, we should plow after we harvest those ones because that's kind of what you do when you prepare for a new harvest. This thing is not wide at all. Oh my god, it's so narrow. I didn't even realize that at first. Oh my god, I'm leaving another runway. It's embarrassing. Alright, I'm just gonna have to do another pass down the middle of this. I'm gonna just get the spots that I missed, basically. Oh, that's not what I was expecting. Remember, to avoid a 30% yield malice, you must spread lime after 3 harvests, which is 15%. Plow after corn, potatoes, sugar beets, and sugarcane harvest, 15% for plowing. Okay, I'm not sure what a 30% yield malice is, but okay, cool. Awesome, soil care complete. Now we're on to baling. Baling's fun. Yep, and I still work here, so that's a win. Okay, awesome. Tutorial. In this lesson, you'll learn about bales. Bales are compressed bundles of straw or hay that are easy to transport. Depending on your baler, you can create round or square bales. Funnily enough, I've never baled a round bale before, but actually, no, we have bought square bales plenty of times. I was like, but we always buy round bales, but we always bale square ones anytime I've done that. Okay. Oh, this is a... Oh, okay. It's not gonna... Got it. Okay. I know what's going on here. There's a few steps to this process. So this is one of the things where earlier I said you can leave like a little mound of straw behind you. This is what's on the ground right here. Just lower the pickup. Unfold the baler. Can we leave it folded actually? I think we can. It'll just might fill up. Oh no, I need to unfold it. Okay. I thought I could hold a few bales in there, but I guess not. As you start driving, see it's creating a hay bale. Now, normally the stalks are still green if I remember correctly. So normally it's not like hay right away. That's disconcerting. having it just sticking out the back like that. But normally it's still like green, I think. But, you know, I'm just a novice at this. Oh, alright, first turret is out. Oh, and it's stringing it for us? This is like an all-in-one machine. That's a fancy one. I reckon when we go to play the actual game, it's not going to let us use the fancy schmancy stuff. It's going to be like actual normal equipment. Because these are fancy tractors and fancy balers and all that stuff, so I'm sure when we get into the actual game, it's going to be stuff that I'm more familiar with. Bum-ba-da-bum-bum. Ba-dum-ba-dum. Bum-ba-da-bum-bum. Well, good freaking gosh. Okay. Alright, we got those bales made. You pick up your bales. A front loader, a bale spike, and a bale trailer. Use a bale collector, which simplifies the work tremendously. So yeah, I've used a front loader with a bale trailer before, but I have seen these before as well. Basically, just kind of picks up bale, put bale on trailer. Toggle steering mode. What does that mean? Front wheel steering, crab steering left, crab steering right, all wheel steering. Oh, fancy. Just front wheel steering, please. I think I should be fine. I don't want to get myself confused by doing some fancy stuff. Operating position? Yes. Okay, I see what's happening here. It's gonna pick it up and it's gonna put it onto that little section up at the front, and then push it back up against those two forks, I guess, after a few of them are stacked up. Oh, that's not good. That's not gonna help. Video game magic? Yeah, video game magic. Okay, so put it there. And I think after the next one, it's gonna stand them up against those forks. I'm looking at the trailer more than I'm looking at where I'm going, which is why I'm messing up. There, yep, okay, cool. Yeah. That's what I thought. Also, I just realized, yeah, like what Cassie said is pretty funny, and I still work here, so that's a win. That's pretty funny. I get it. Crab steering would actually be very helpful for dealing with these. I want to pick up the other one too. No! Oh, yes, I did. Yes! Okay. Drive to the place marked in the map to sell the bales. You have to press the unload button twice. Once to go into unload mode, once more to unload the bales. That's Y. Okay. You go into travel mode. No, this thing's fast. Oh my god. I do need to put it into American units though. Alright. Once into unload position. Oh, no, I guess it's just doing it. Oh. Second time to do it. Okay, there we go. Nice. I was LOL, it's been like 10 minutes. What's been like 10 minutes? Oh yeah, it has been. Mubby. All right. 5 out of 6 complete. Onto forestry. In the last lesson, we're going to talk about forestry. You learn to plant trees, fell trees, transport, and sell wood. To plant the trees, you need a tree planter. Get in the tractor and attach the tree planter and the weight. Is that what this is? I have absolutely no idea how this works. Okay. All right, make sure to fill the... Oh my god, I picked the whole thing up. Make sure to fill the tool, then lower it, and turn on your tree planter. Drive across the field to plant trees. Oh, we're planting them in regular fields? Interesting. Alright, refill tree... Oh. Cool. Do I need to unfold it or anything? No. How... Where do I... Okay. I've never done this like this before. Alright, lower the tree planter. Then do I just turn it on and start driving? Huh. Well done. We'll wait a bit until the trees have grown. Well, depending on what it looks, those are pine trees, so it's gonna be like... I'm not exactly sure what exact kind of pine tree that is, but it would take like 15 years to grow, so we waited here for a while. There are two tools for cutting down trees: chainsaw or tree harvester. We'll start with the chainsaw. Select next chainsaw, turn chainsaw. Oh, I'm on my foot for this. Cool. Oh, it's not in the back of the truck. Oh, I was just... Okay. But I don't have access to the land. Why am... Okay. Activate hand tool. I completely forgot what it said to do about... Oh. Move close to the highlighted tree, position the chainsaw to the side. When the green circular highlight appears, activate the chainsaw and wait until it's gone through the entire width of the trunk. Ah, I see. Can I crouch to get lower? Oh, yeah. It's all coming together. There we go. Good. Now align your chainsaw vertically and cut a small log about 1 meter. You can also remove the branches using the chainsaw. Okay, I see. Should I remove a branch with the chainsaw? How do I do that? Hello? You. And just... These just not big enough to count as branches? Do I have to come up here before they count as branches? Alright. Oh. Now I can... Okay, I guess I can't. I'm so confused. Okay. Go down here. We'll see, it's about... That's about a meter, right? That's not a meter. Light pieces of wood can be moved by hand. Once you picked it up, you can rotate it, grab a log, and put it in your truck. Object too heavy. Object too heavy. Pick up object. Cool. Drop object. Nice. It's easy to cut down a tree with a chainsaw, but small logs of wood are worth less. Let's try a tree harvester. Cool. Not. Whoa. Tree harvesters are expensive. It can only fell trees with a straight trunk, but they can make longer logs that are worth more money. Get in the harvester. Okay. I guess that's the loader, transporter. This is the harvester. Drive to a tree and turn on the tree harvester. Place the claw in front of the tree and cut it down. Okay. I guess 6 meters. It said longer ones are worth more, so we'll do that. When the tree is in the claw, you can cut it into smaller logs. Cut length, cut. Forwarder is the best tool for transporting logs. It has a crane to grab logs, put them in the trailer. Let's use it to sell these logs. First, enter the forwarder. Okay. I want more logs, though. That was aggressive. Can I move it up or anything by doing... Yeah, I can. I can, okay. Cool. Nice. That was fun. I enjoyed that thoroughly. Cool. What if I hold both? Oh, I can turn that thingy. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Sorry. Very dangerous though too, isn't it? Alright. Do I have to be in this? Surely get this into position first. To stop the forwarder from tipping over, when we lift a piece of heavy wood, unfold the stabilizers first. That's left click and move it up or down. Okay? Do I need to... No, unfasten. Okay. I'll go here. Oh, wait. What? That's not... Yeah, this. There we go. Use the arm to grab a log and put it in the trailer. Once you finish, drive over to the wood selling point marked on your map. Okay. So wait, I can't get out and get in the seat from here. I have to... Oh, I can. Oh, cool. Nope, not that. Oh, it's the exact same controls, though. G. There we go. Okay. Nope, it's not the button I meant to press. Put up or down with that. Okay, I can swing it around with that. Can retract it. Okay. Very cool. This is much less automated than the other stuff. How do I... Is it both? Okay, both uses the claw. And rotates it, okay. I want to pick this thing up now. And then I'll move it. Six meters is like 24, 20. Actually, it's like right on 20 feet, isn't it? Just pick this thing up. This is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I am enjoying this. Whoa. Now it's gonna... Okay. There we go. Okay. So it was hitting the side of the hydraulic thing earlier. which that would probably do some damage in real life, but this is honestly, I've operated quite a few tractor front hose and stuff like that, back hose, whatever, and I feel like that would unironically be easier than this. There we go. Okay. I assume I only need one, right? Oh, I need two? Oh, I need two. Do I need two? I do need two. Okay. No biggie. The first one's the hard part. Oh, baby, you missed the delivery. That's okay. Making the baby's the fun part. And that's from a kid's movie, by the way. Here we go. Come on. Come on. There we go. Nope, not that. There we go. Sorry, I'm not talking very much because this is actually requiring some concentration. No, don't do that. The whole thing is glitching out a lot and is not helping my case. Okay. Wait, how is that? Oh, it wasn't that I needed a second one. It's that I need to, now I need to deliver it, don't I? Oh, I'm stupid. See if I can grab both and move them forward, because they're gonna they're sticking way too far off the back. Okay, I can. No. It's having the opposite effect I want. No. It's open, so it should be able to. It's not moving up. Why isn't it moving up? Control group crane 1. I'm moving it up and it's not. It's open. Why is it still moving the logs? I don't want it to move the logs. They were all the way forward. You know what? Tension straps. And we're going. We're leaving. We're driving away now. That's what we call good enough, okay? I have the... I don't want to talk about it. That was a huge pain in the butt. Oh my god. That was... This thing is... Ugh. I didn't run over that sign, by the way. That sign was already run over by the time I got here. I don't think I ever want to do that again. Well, it wouldn't let me hit the brake. So I gotta unload them into this area. Oh, cool. So I need to get back on this thing. Undo the tension straps. Why won't they go out? There they go. Right, now I need to... I am on the second thing, right? No, I'm still on that one. Why am I still on that one? Okay. Open. Good. Good. I need to deliver this other one too, because I made the mistake of bringing 2 of them. So, what are those sounds? I need a whole joystick for this. The mouse is really not ideal. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Yes, it's from Robots. Exactly. A very good kids movie. You're correct. Just not a line you would expect really from a kids movie. Can I just open it up here? Okay, why is it not? Do I need to? Oh. I'm an idiot. Remember, the price of a log depends on its length and straightness. Small bent pieces sell for less than long, straight ones. I'm an idiot. I didn't realize all I had to do was push that button. I didn't have to unload the second one. I just had to push the freaking button. Okay, well, thank you guys so much for joining me on this adventure. Really hope you guys enjoyed. I've got some real life stuff I've got to take care of, but hopefully I will be back for episode 1 of Farming Simulator 19, our playthrough. Yeah, this has just been episode 0, doing the tutorials, all that stuff. So, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys very soon, hopefully today. Make sure you check the description down below for more information. Subscribe if you want to catch these live in the future, like if you liked, and check out, as always, the wonderful Miss Cassie Nova MC, who is in chat right now as our moderator. So if you're watching this, make sure you check her out. She's in the description as well. Appreciate you guys for hanging out, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.